Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla'S. So, Cancer, this is your weekly reading. And it's so weird because I keep on getting this lean back, relax. Like that. What was that song? Like lean back. I don't know what song that was, but anyways, it's irrelevant. You're definitely in this energy of or you're being advised to lean back or to relax on something. This may be in direct connection to another person. Maybe somebody's going off on you for no reason, or somebody's trying to get a reaction out of you of some sort, and you're just like, bueno. It's like, you know, we have this saying in Spanish, no te ahogues en un vaso de agua. Don't drown in a cup of water. And it's almost like whoever you're dealing with, whether it's, you know, a family member, whether it is a significant other, whether it is a friend or a coworker, it's like somebody is constantly reacting in a way where that saying applies, right? Like they're constantly drowning in a cup of water and they want to drag you into that energy. And it's like the more that they try to drag you into that energy, the more that you're just like, bueno. And it's gotten to the point, to be honest with you, Cancer, where you're almost done giving this person advice. Or this person is very emotional. They don't know. And there's nothing wrong with being emotional, people. I'm not saying that there is, because I am highly emotional, but I'm also highly logical. You know, I'll sit in my emotions and in my feelings for a while, you know, whether that's 3 hours a day. And then it's like, okay, now let's start looking at the logic in this, right? So there's nothing wrong with anybody that is emotional or anything like that. But if there's no balance, right? That is when there's an excess of something is usually what causes a problem. Whether you see it as a good thing or a bad thing or whatever it is. When there's an excess of something, it does create an imbalance within a person. That's why that saying, don't make important decisions when you are within a heightened emotion, whether that's you know, super joyful, super happy, or sad and depressed, right? Because sometimes you may commit yourself because you're happy and this and that to something that you're really not going to be able to do in the future. And sometimes you may not commit to something in the future because you're feeling sad and depressed, right? And then you say no to an opportunity that maybe by the time that opportunity is going to be in your energy, you're feeling different. So it's almost like you're dealing with somebody like that. Now, for some of you, and this is for very few of you, Cancer, something is coming up medically. It's not being shown to me exactly what it is, because again, I try to keep these readings as general as possible. But something is coming up in some sort of a result, whether it is blood work or a biopsy or an ultrasound or something that kind of definitely scares you. But it's like when the test itself is repeated, it comes back normal. So it's almost kind of like that, like where or it could be that you're waiting for a result, or you're waiting for something, and in the midst of waiting for a result, when it comes to like medical or something like that, you're like freaking out or something of that. And it's like there's no need to freak out. Or if you do, it's like they send you for like extra testing or something like that, and then you're clear. Like it wasn't that, right? It's something of that sort where there's like a medical scare within a situation. But it's like when it's looked into, or when it's like or the second opinion or whatever it is, like there's a different outcome that kind of allows you that kind of like to like lean back or like, you know, like relax or something like that. All right, so let's go ahead and let's pull out 3 tarot cards for you. We have the King of Coins. We have the Chariot with the 6 of Swords in the reverse. So again, whatever, I feel that this is more confirmation for those of you that are dealing with like a medical issue or something is coming up medically. I'm not picking up that it has anything to do with your finances or anything like that, to be honest with you. This is something medically, backstory, right? When I was pregnant with my second, I had some blood work done, and with the first panel that they did or whatever, there was something that was hinting to like cancer, right? I don't remember the specific or whatever it was. And I remember like and I had to repeat the test again. Like, I think it was like, I repeated it like twice more or something like that, because the second time that it came back normal. And then my doctor was like, okay, what the heck is going on? And then he repeated it a third time, and then it was normal again. And since then, it's been normal. But I remember that period of time in between tests, how I would freak out because I'm like, okay, I'm pregnant with my second child. What if I do have, like, you know, there's certain markers and things like that. And I have a history of cancer in my family. So I remember like really freaking out, and it was just like, you know, that process of like that not knowing, right, and the getting second opinions or getting the second test or whatever it is can really play tricks in your mind, right? And it's almost kind of like, I know it's easier said than done, but it's like, don't worry, everything is going to be fine. It's almost like it may have been something where maybe there's a spook in order to get you to pay attention to your health, right? Where you might be like borderline pre-diabetic, but you haven't really been paying attention to your diet, right? And it's like, you know, if you continue on this, like within the next 6 months, you're gonna be a full-blown diabetic. And it's like, okay, I need to pay attention to this, right? It's almost kind of like that type of energy. But it's like, don't be afraid is basically what I want to say, because everything is going to come back at the end like normal. All right, so let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. Now, this can be confirmation to the reading, your advice, or simply something that you need to be made aware of that you're not seeing clearly. Feast of Plenty. Choices and their consequences. The number 20th. So again, this scare that you're having, it may be due to some type of lifestyle. And it's almost like, even though at the end you end up being free from it, or like not having it or whatever it is, it does shocks you enough to force you into making some lifestyle changes. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. If you have not liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah! Love you. Bye-bye.